Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video, back again for another Funko Friday. And really quick, before we get into the video, I want to say two things. One, I've been meaning to say for the past like 2 weeks now, and I keep forgetting, so I'm sorry, but I want to thank you guys for 350 subscribers. That's really awesome. This is the most I've ever had, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see that there's that many people that are interested in the content that I make, so I like that, and I'm very happy about that, so thank you very much. The second thing is I really didn't plan out how to make any of these flash pop videos, especially for the TV show. I could have basically evenly split them, like 6 to 7 per video, and I just didn't use my brain, and I didn't even really organize them, so they're just kind of all in really random groups, and this today is really no different. So with that being said, let's actually hop into the Flash Funko Friday for today. Also, didn't mention it, couch back here now. Mel and I got a new couch this week, and this is our old one. So one of our goals for the year is to rearrange this room. We want it to be like a dual gaming setup room, so hopefully we're going to get to that at some point. Don't know when. But yeah, that's one of our goals for the year, and we're going to keep this couch in here for something that we're working on. So with that being said, like I said, let's get into the video, starting it off with Grodd, which is a very awesome pop, and one that truthfully I kind of forgot about when I started this series, because I hadn't put really much thought into these like the organization of these videos, like I had mentioned. So again, my apologies for that. Don't mind me. I need to turn my brightness down on my computer, because that might help for you guys as well. So anyways, Grodd here is a pretty cool pop, and obviously a pretty cool character throughout the Flash as well, and a reoccurring character, which is pretty cool as well, and we quite like Grodd. Now, again, when I made this, it probably shouldn't have been so late. He probably shouldn't have been in the last video, but after recording the last video, I kind of remember that I had this pop, so, because it's kind of hidden back there on the back wall. You can take a look at the set. This is part of an extended set, I guess, technically. But yeah, this is a pretty cool one nonetheless. And this is a 2016 Summer Convention exclusive, which I've looked online before to see if it has a different sticker, like the Killer Frost from the last episode. And it's really hard to find that information, or if that even is a thing. Now, when you scan it on Funko, there are two different ones that come up. But I don't know, like, obviously I know this is this one, but I've never actually seen the other sticker. I've never seen the pop with the other sticker, the actual convention sticker. So if anyone knows that there is actually a convention pop of this Grodd, please let me know, because I would love to know. Nonetheless, this Grodd is currently worth about $28, so not worth a whole lot. The other version of this Grodd, the one that seemingly is actually from San Diego Comic-Con, is worth about $88. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool pop. Not worth a whole lot. Obviously, it's a 6-inch. This is the only 6-inch pop of the Flash show. And it's too bad, because there's another character in this that I think we probably could have had at 6 inches as well. Alright, why is this not scanning? I'm just trying to scan it again. There we go. Because I want to take a look at it. So this also came out in 2016, and it is vaulted, which I'm not really surprised about. So, let's move on to, we're just going to keep going numerically, I guess. That's what I've been doing most of this franchise, I guess, or this series. This franchise. Well, I guess it is a franchise. Anyways, let's move on to Cisco Ramon, which is a pretty cool pop. Obviously, this one is super basic. It's literally just Cisco in his Star Labs shirt, but Cisco's the GOAT. We all know that. We love Cisco. Barry is not the favorite character in any of the first, 4 seasons, I'd say. Maybe the fourth, but definitely not the first 3 seasons, I don't think. So, nonetheless, this Cisco is a pretty cool pop, like I mentioned. There's actually a sticker on this. I'm trying to remember if I had bought this from Hot Topic, because I see this is a Hot Topic sticker on it. I'm trying to remember if I had purchased this from Hot Topic, or if I had purchased this secondhand. I want to say I purchased it secondhand. I don't remember ever purchasing this. This was from the 2019 Summer Convention exclusive, so let's take a look at this Cisco. Alright. So this Cisco is currently worth about 22 bucks. I think at one point this used to be worth a decent penny. Now, not as much, but still, it's just a nice pop to have, really. And again, we love Cisco. This one came out in 2019, and it is vaulted as well. Let's move on. Like I said, we're going to continue numerically. Let's actually move on to the GOAT, BA, the Flash, which is, I believe he is in his Season 7 suit, which is pretty cool. Yeah, looks quite nice. This might be... Actually, I think this is Season 6, now that I think about it. I'm also trying to remember what... I was going to say, what is the difference between the other one and this video? But I'll go over that in a moment. Anyways, sorry. This Barry is, or this Flash, I guess, is currently pretty interesting as well because, like I said, I think this is a Season 6 suit. My apologies, because this is the Season 6 set. So, yeah, and you can see a little bit of lightning with him as well, which is pretty cool. Quite like that pop. This one's a nice one to have in the collection as well. And that Flash is currently worth $18, so pretty cool. Not too much either, but decent price. It came out of 2021. It is available. Very nice as well. And I guess while we're talking about it, let's actually move on to the other Flash that's in this video. It's the same, except this one is a Funko exclusive, glow in the dark, and there's a little bit more lightning, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But it's literally the same. Barry's in, or I guess the Flash, the pop is in the same stance, same lightning everywhere, except there's just more behind him, which I would assume glows in the dark. I really want to get something for glow in the dark pops because I don't have many, but I just don't get to see them glow in the dark, really. So it'd be nice to actually see that, especially since this room, if I'm not in it, it's typically dark, so I can always just see, you know, the glow in the dark in the passing, which would be pretty cool. Alright, so this Flash is currently worth about $17, also came out in 2021, and it is also vaulted. Very nice. Alright, let's get back into numerical order, and let's move on to Killer Frost, who actually has 3 pops. Technically only 2 different ones. This one, a little bit different than the ones from the last video. She's really just got 2 ice shards, and that's really about it. There's not too much special about this one, but it's still a cool pop, and we love Frost. We love Frost. So let's take a look at how much this one's currently worth. This Frost is currently worth $9, so the cheapest so far in today's video. This one came out in 2021 as well, and it is also vaulted, funnily enough. Seems like all these pops are vaulted, which I wasn't really expecting, but I guess there's probably not a super high demand of Flash pops, which sucks. I wish there was more, truthfully. So, alright, let's move on to a heavy-ass motherfucker, someone that I think could have been a 6-inch pop. We've got Bloodwork, which is a very interesting early season villain for the Flash. It was definitely the best part of Season 6, the Bloodwork arc. Once that was done, it went off the rails, but we also had kind of issues because of COVID, of course. So, nonetheless, this is still a pretty cool pop. It's got quite a lot of detail in it. Honestly, it just kind of looks like something out of like Dungeons and Dragons, I want to say. I don't really know, but it's cool. It's cool. And like I said, an early season villain typically is nothing too special. This one's pretty solid and one that I like. So shout out to Bloodwork. Quite like this pop as well. And this one is pretty unique, I also think. So yeah. So this Bloodwork is currently worth $11, also 2021, and actually this one's available. So it's interesting. But yeah, nonetheless, still a pretty cool pop. Now let's move on to the final two, which is similar to the Flash that was also in this, which is basically a copy and paste. One just glows in the dark. So we've got two Godspeed pops here. You can see the eye colors are different from one to the other because the glow in the dark one here, it actually does glow, you know? That's why his eyes are yellow. So really quickly, we'll talk about the one that's not glow in the dark. Either way, I don't really care. I just love that there's Godspeed pops because even though Godspeed definitely wasn't the greatest villain in the show, and there's just so many weird choices in the show, especially in the later seasons, it's still nice to have some Godspeed media, you know? I have most of Godspeed's comic arc from when he first debuted in the comics, so, you know, he's a favorite of mine. It's nice to have, you know? And this is actually the only Funko from the Flash set that I want that I don't have out of box. I know I could just take this one out of box, for example, which maybe I will, because I have the glow-in-the-dark one anyways. Might do that, actually, now that I think about it. That's an option. Anyways, this Godspeed is currently worth about $14. This one is also a 2021 release, and this one's also available, actually. Nice. It's a cool pop. And then, like I said, pretty much the same thing. Moving on to the next one, except this one is a EB Games or GameStop exclusive. And yeah, the lightning, I think, is a little bit of a different shade. Might be the same. But the lightning glows in the dark, and then the eyes glow in the dark, I believe. Which, I haven't seen this in a while, but this is also, actually, there's a pretty cool story about this one. When I first got this pop, it was sitting out in the sun on the drive home when I was on my way home. And at the time, I was living at my parents'. I lived in the basement. Went to the basement, and it was pretty dark, and this was glowing in the dark, and it was really cool, because it was actually the first time I'd ever seen a pop glow in the dark. I typically don't see them glow in the dark, and that's why I want, like, some sort of display for the glow in the dark ones. That'd be pretty cool to actually see, you know, every once in a while, because I don't get to see that. So anyways, let's take a look at this one. So this Godspeed is glow in the dark, and actually all the yellow bits on him glow in the dark. So like the earpieces and all the yellow throughout his suit all glows in the dark. You can see it in the picture, of course. This one is worth $15, came out in 2021, and is actually vaulted. The only shitty part about this one is that there's some box damage up on the top here in the top corner, unfortunately. I think you can see it a little bit. That kind of sucks, but yeah, nonetheless, this is one of my favorite pops from the show, to be honest. So with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. Felt like this video was kind of chaotic, especially at the start. So thank you for your patience. And again, thank you for 350 subscribers. I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.